Anyway, today was a pretty decent day for me. I asked somebody for a cigarette and got a cigarette in kind. Went to the library, started focusing on my work, did some schoolwork and whatnot. I'm outside right now walking. I'm about to sit by the church for a minute because I need to breathe. I can't be in the house right now. So come to find out, when I came home, this whole time I started to believe that it was over my gay love book, which it still is till this day, with my neighbors, both of them. Okay, and they were using paraphernalia this whole time, 9 months. Them, their friends from Facebook, anybody. Okay, so here's the deal. All right, I'm sorry. So here's the deal. Okay, come to find out, I found out that they've been using my body. Them, their friends, black people. I mean, anybody who I don't know, anybody who knew about the situation, who were involved into harming me.
You okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to sit by your church. Is that okay?
That's fine. I was just checking to make sure I locked it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Enjoy it here.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Not a bit
Thank
of a
you.
problem.
I appreciate it. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble by sitting by their church.
Someday come in. Sunday morning, come in.
What time?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Yep.
Sunday, 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
Please do. This is my last Sunday.
Is it?
Playing, yes. So it's kind of like a bittersweet thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, please come.
I will. There's not like individual like signed seats, is there? Because I used to was going to this one church one time back then, and they used to have like individual signed seats by like, you know, skin color and stuff like that, and I don't. No, I'm not.
Oh, that's terrible.
So like I have like church times in my own apartment, like, because I don't like experiencing like, you know, people be like, oh, you know.
Yeah, I do have to say there are no other black people that come.
I don't care.
I'm sure that you'll be welcome.
I'd be honored. I'd be most uprightly, like up heavenly honored, more than anything.
Well, if you come, please come up and say hello to me.
Trust me, my last church, I thought I was my one church that I used to go to, it was like only 2-3 black people that went in there besides me. But like they were older, but I don't, you know, the associate, but in a young age, because I'm 29, you know, I was always going to a church. I never stopped going until I moved, so.
You look like you're about 17.
Really?
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you do, you come down and say hello to me. Or if I see you, I'll go back and say hello to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Service, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're a sweetheart. I'll see you later.
See you Sunday on 10. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Is it this front door or is it?
Well, I'll tell you, you can go in the front door, and that means if you go in the front door,
Right, on the side?
yeah, I guess it looks like the side, but it's actually the front of the church.
Okay.
But you can go in that door,
Uh-huh.
or I go in this door.
Right.
You'd have trouble finding the sanctuary.
It's a big church though. Like I look at it all the time and I look at that one, but I'd be like, but this one looks a lot more huge. It's like, whoa. I like big churches because like it's more phenomenal. And, like, you know, I'd be always like ecstatic like to see what it looks like from inside. Like the last big church I ever went to was a Catholic one. And it had all angelics. It had like chandelier. I mean, it was like, you like, because if you walked in heaven, it was beautiful. Like explain it, but like, you know, it was just like the choir because it's Catholic. So like, you know,
Very ritualistic.
I'm very adaptable. Like I'm adapted like by like I'm a Christian other, so I have other beliefs like in the system. So like I'm not like just one sided. You know what I mean? So like I like different.
Different denominations.
I learned a lot. I'm 29, so I learned a lot throughout church and like since I was a kid. So my head was always in the Bible mostly. Like yeah, so well I'm changing my name now. It's going through like legal service, like legal documents. So it's like my name now is Angelique Stefana Hakima Warren Bivens. So I go by now Angelique. Yeah, but it's taking its time out of the process because due to the fact I'm changing it by law. So I have to do it by documents through my social security first. And like, I know it takes time and all that, but I'm an author as well. So I'm at Arkway. I don't know if you know of Arkway Publishing. Schumer, like they're worldwide authors. Yeah. Really, I write music myself. I stopped writing music for a little bit because like I started into book writing and everything. So I'm highly spiritual at that. Like Carrie. Well, I saw it in the store and I thought of God at the same time because like you know I'd be feeling like my moods and everything. And I'd be like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on. But yeah, I was raised in a multi different sanctions of churches. So I'm very adapting to learning what churches are.
Well, you'll enjoy Pastor Drew. The minister's name is Pastor Drew.
Okay.
And he's really a nice guy. I'm here at 10 till, well, actually, I'm here earlier. My son's going to sing. So I'll be here at 9:30 to rehearse with him. And then you'll see me come out about 9:45.
Well, I'll probably be here by like 15 minutes early. So that way I won't be, because like I have a crowd phobia thing. So I have series of crowd phobia. So like.
I understand perfectly. And the church will not be, the church is huge. It holds 400 people.
Oh my gosh.
But there are maybe 60 people so you can have all the space you need. Okay?
That's amazing to hear. It'll make me feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit less relaxed. I won't be so uptight and you know.
Oh, please don't be upset.
I know. I see you guys like have like out in the front lawn, like people come up to buy things. Like I guess it's like what do you call it? Yard sale. Yeah, I see you guys having them. A few times I'll be like, man, like you guys having one. I don't have money. And when I have money, I'll be like, maybe I shouldn't. I'll be like, no, I don't want to do that. They don't even know me. I don't know them. I don't want to be like a disturbance. Like, no.
They sell things so cheap, Angelique. If you wanted anything, you probably would have been able to snap it right up.
You know what? Probably after I start coming here, probably will come here a little bit after I see it first, but it will probably break my heart to not meet you a little bit more when you leave. So,
there's a reason why you wanted to sit on those steps while I was coming.
I was here prior, and
Were you?
yeah.
Okay. Well, that I always feel like what's the providence, where something is supposed to happen and it does. So I that's the way I think, and I don't know if you think like that or not.
I do, because that's like I just found out something today, and like unexpectedly, and it kind of it's breaking me now, like because I've been at a spiritual warfare battle with other people, taking their belief system and manipulating mine, and it's because like number one, I know where I live is really bad area. My apartment I appreciate, and it's a precious thing in my life, but I'm trying to move. But when I first moved here, my house was on fire prior before I moved here. So like by the grace of heaven, like my landlord let me move there, and before I knew it, I didn't know what I was moving into. I didn't know what was happening or nothing, but I started going into spiritual warfare, and it was bad enough I was already going through with it my own, because mine's is minor. They're not so huge, and even if they were so huge, I know how to handle it. I know how to maneuver and cooperate and all that. But like when there was like, I found out today that there was multiple people who got involved in my spiritual life and my immortal soul, like, because I believe in all that stuff. I believe in reincarnation. I believe in all of that, and I take that very sacredly. And it's got manipulated, it got decepted, it got trampled, it got everything. And because of that, it got used for other people on need, lewdness, folly, and the drugs. And I just coming into realizing that my body was being used for people who were using drugs, phones, cell phones, the people who they were connected. And I'm a loner. I live alone. I don't live with nobody. I have no pets. You know what I mean? And it's bad enough right now. I'm already struggling hard enough to find a new home to live where I can be safe and secure. And
there is a place. If you've been abused, there are places you can go.
I know, but like I'm like this independent person.
Okay, I gotcha.
And I'm solid to the core with it, and
You just be careful.
I am really trying, but I never thought in a million years that my body can be used for people to protect themselves for their criminal crime. Like, they're criminals who've been using my body left and right. And it's like, oh my God, like, is this really happening to me? Did this just happen? Like, I just came from the library. I go to school. I'm a self-learner. So I go to school. It's like a college to me, but it's a self-learn. It's for leadership and management. Because I want to have my own company and everything. And
Doing all the right things, honey. I'm sorry,
but yeah, go ahead. I don't want to hold you up. I'm sorry, but like, it's a grace to meet you. But I'm gonna sit on your stoop.
My name is Bobby.
Bobby.
Okay, and I'll look for you on Sunday morning.
Amen. Blessed be. Blessed be.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Sorry about that. I was a church lady, but anyway, I'm quite hurt because my neighbors, I know what my neighbors are, and I know what they're like, and I know what they do. And my gay love book could have a participation in it due to the fact that Julia and Tabitha used other alias names that I have written on this on my YouTube channel, as I will be posting on this, and they used the smoke as an hallucination. Now, I've been on this, I've been trying to quit smoking. Everybody knows how hard it is to quit smoking cigarettes. Everybody knows how hard it is to quit smoking cigarettes. But I never thought in a million years that the devil card would actually mean, even if I did or didn't know. But I don't know. I did not know. Like, really right now, I did not know that the devil card was meant by, it could be by, they said, a major arcana. And I get these messages by getting whoever helped me through all of God grace. Like, I love you for it, dude. Like, I love you for it. Like, besides the fact that I'm gay and everything like that, and that wasn't used against me. It could have been about me because of the fact that I was gay, and they were using that against me because, like, I'm spiritually blessed. Like, can't nobody judge but God. You know what I mean? But like, I have been sanctified one too many times. I went through a spiritual warfare, in my own sexual terms, on my self journey to I'm sorry, I'm like paying attention to everything around me because like, my teeth might look yellow and everything, but whatever. I have to brush my teeth, but my gums, I worry about my gums more because my gums are more cleaner, the plaque and stuff. So like, I was so excited one day. I was like, yes, they worked. All those vitamins didn't go to waste for nothing. I found out that they were using the major arcana cards, using my spiritual body as a weapon. And this was just all today. And maybe there's I can't recall and say that I remember before. The only thing I can say that I remember before is that I knew this block was dirty. They used their kid. I come to find out they used their kid. Oh my gosh, all the innocent people, Jesus. They used their kid, to cover up with other innocent kids who were like sober, clean parents. Their cover up of their criminal crimes was using clean people, spiritual people, to get away with what they were doing. The spiritual warfare and the war that I fought, not just my own, but everyone else who was innocent. I mean, there's black people, like loads of black people involved. I'm blessed that I'm not who everybody believes I am. I'm blessed about it. So holding my ground every day is, and they still do it. They're doing it right now, though. They have used my music. They copied and mimicked my music and smoked weed and used it. Like, that's what the poison was. So anybody who did needles, coke, paraphernalia, weed, all the major, since they want to talk about major arcanas, let's just say the major arcanas are the main drugs, okay? I've been getting sick. They were making me sick with their drugs. The stuff that I don't do. I am, thank God, I am highly against that more than anything in this world. Now, right now I'm battling to get off the cigarettes, but I can cope because I've been doing that all my life. Because, like, it's so hard because, you know, stress. It's just like when you're going out and you're going to go drink, you know. My gray hair. My hair was so much better than this earlier, but I'm 29 and I got gray hair. They use their signs it's just, I know there's more to it, and I know I've been right about everything this whole time. It was just the only thing, the darkest secret that was the cover up was the drugs. Their major arcanas was the drugs, where they don't get caught by the police. And it kind of, when I came out the house to go to the library to go to school, because I'm still in school, I'm active, always been active, but I guess like they just turned it off because I haven't been on. So I got some points. I think my points is like 510 and whatnot. They used my past against me because I used to smoke weed back then, but I don't do it now, you know. Now, I know what weed is, and I know what it does to your cells, your membrane, your memory, your function, eyes, everything. What it does, technically, you get a short-term memory loss. Two, you lose focus. So now I just got the memo that they used, when I lost focus, they used my focus to get focus on what they were really trying to do. But I pray that these two women go to prison for the rest of their life for what they did to me. They say these things saying thank you for letting us use my body, but it's illegal. I never gave nobody permission to use my body. So you could get away with your dirty crime. So you could get away with you, your friends, your people, your family members, your third, fourth, and come to find out my neighbors are dating a black male. And I don't date males for shit. But I'm a single woman, and I say to myself, and I'm proud of my love book, or my gay love book, but they possessed it and put a curse on it by using these drugs and saying rituals and moon rituals and all this stuff that is not allowed in my home. You know, and I never used not one. I just got one cigarette today, and that's the last cigarette I'm smoking probably for the rest of the day, as I did yesterday, and I think the day before. So the past few days I've been getting, people have been helping me out with cigarettes, and I'd be like, yo, you know, I asked them, like, look, I'll pay you for the cigarette, like, you know, maybe a quarter, but but that's it. But they smoke weed in their apartment, and it goes up into my apartment, and it confuses me. Now, it doesn't confuse me if I know, once I know that it's weed, it's not going to confuse me, because number one, I'm sober, I'm clean, and I don't do it. Two, I gotta brush my teeth. I think it's this freaking camera. I don't like it. I don't like this phone. I never did. They be smoking around with their kids. So like they're trying to replace, they're not trying, but they want to be me so desperately by smoking weed, but they were already doing it prior without me knowing. So when I got up and I started getting sober and clean on my own, and it's like, well, how did you beat it? I just quit because I got tired of it. It doesn't do nothing for me. It doesn't make me smart. It doesn't do shit. It doesn't progress. It doesn't do a fucking thing but fall and slack. It doesn't make me fucking productive. It doesn't make me creative. It doesn't do a fucking thing. So, not to mention, they're not just using it, but they were using machines against me. So they were using like body thermal on their camera. So like my neighbor, they got like a security camera, but the whole point is the security camera was to watch me inside my apartment undercover while they do their dirty work so that they can get covered. So like anybody who they talk to over the phone, their deals, the drug deals. So like basically the whole point is like I be knowing about their drug deals, but I don't know it's the drugs. I didn't know it's actually the freaking drugs until today. Like when I came home, I was like, oh shit. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And they sitting in a house blasting the music. They're not even home. Even if one is home, the other one isn't. So they're out somewhere trying to get, they're possessing my apartment right now as I'm speaking. And I'm sober, you know. You could smoke cigarettes and be sober. And let me tell you something. Just because you smoke, anybody can smoke a cigarette or a cigarette does not mean it's a major. It's trash. That shit is dust. Just as it was somebody drinking because it goes right out. It's fluid. It's fluid. You know. Now, kicking nicotine is hard for anybody who smokes cigarettes, and that's just the reality. That's life for people who smoke cigarettes. So you can't say, oh, well, it's the devil. I put down on my paper as protection, like I know goddamn well, because I went through it myself on my own one day, and I think I battled that spiritually, bodily, because of my body, that it does not mean it's a devil card. It just means like, you know, it's just addiction, you know. Okay, I'm addicted to cigarettes, but I'm not addicted. You know, I am addicted, you know, but I'm not addicted. But I just smoke cigarettes. It's just my life. I just smoke cigarettes, period. I just smoke cigarettes. So anybody who has a life has cigarettes. Anybody who has a life, everybody has that life where like, yeah, I used to smoke cigarettes and it took me 10 years to quit. It took me 5 years to quit.